All right, guys. So we've kind of seen P5JS. We need to kind of start understanding how we can display stuff and what it's doing. So when we're setting up a canvas, we're really giving it basically a Cartesian coordinate plane that it has a certain width and a certain height. Okay, and that being said, normally when we're looking at stuff, we end up having like an X and a Y that we're using to reference. Okay, so this would be my X, this would be my Y. Okay, now normally we say that at this point right here, that this would be 0, 0. Okay, now and then, if we wanted to say a point that's, let's say, 5, 6, I would count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my X direction, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be at point 5, 6. Okay. Now, for using P5JS and actually a lot of graphical editors on a computer, my Y doesn't actually start here. It starts actually up here, which is a little bit different to get used to. So 0, 0, my origin, would be the very top left of my screen. Okay, so this would be at point 0, 0. Okay, so if I wanted to count out and do a point at 5, 6, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at this point, this is my 5, 6. Okay, it's a little bit different than what we're used to, but all we got to do is just remember it's kind of flipped. Okay, we're going to need to understand this when we start putting X and Y values for our drawings. Okay, this next assignment, you're going to end up having to pay attention to this, but in all of our code using P5JS, we're going to have to understand that it's upside down. So if I wanted to, say, represent something that is at the very end of this canvas, say my canvas was set up at 400, so this whole thing from here to here was 400, then 400 would be all the way on this line right here. If I wanted to say that my height of my canvas was also 400, all the way right here, my canvas was 400, then this line right here, this very bottom line, would represent the very top of my drawing, or I guess it would be better to say bottom of my drawing, but it'd be the full height. So if I wanted something that was 400 long, it would fill up, or 400 high, it would fill up the entire canvas vertically. If I wanted something 400 wide, it would fill up the canvas horizontally. Okay, so let me just kind of take some stuff off. So if we kind of think about that, then we can use that to start drawing, say, some actual shapes. Using the reference for P5JS, we could say, you know what, I want to kind of draw a robot. So my robot is going to have a square that's so big. Okay, and inside that, on top of the square, he's going to have a little battery kind of thing going on. And he's got a square mouth. Okay, and he's probably got, let's say, some circles for eyes, or lips for eyes. Okay, and there's my robot. So what we're going to end up doing for our first assignment is kind of understanding this. So I need to kind of start identifying stuff. So I could sketch something in, Google Sketch or whatever, but first I got to kind of identify. So here's a square. I need to find where my X and Y of where it would start at. Okay. So if I'm starting, say, in this top corner, then I need to find where that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be at 11, and then that looks like that's at 2. Okay, and then what is my width? My width of my square is 2, and my height is 2. That is just for this first square, okay? I'm going to have to do that for every shape when I'm kind of deciding what I'm going to draw, okay? A lot of stuff going into game design, when you're kind of sketching it out, it's a lot easier to sketch something out, kind of get your idea on the table, and then from there, you are digitally, you're transforming it into a digital item, okay? So understanding the Cartesian coordinate system when we're trying to do graphics on a computer, almost all situations it's flipped. The bigger the Y, the lower on the screen it is. Okay? All right. Good luck. Have fun.